Welcome to Coach Chloe, the journey of self love. And we are in episode 31. Hard to believe. Today is part 10 of our series, Tips and Tools to Hack Your Thoughts. And today we're going to be focusing on the ever evolving path of self love. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Whether you're just starting on the journey or you already well on your way, this episode is all about embracing the highs and the lows, the breakthroughs and the setbacks, because self love isn't a destination, it's a beautiful journey. So don't go away. Let's get ready to hack your thoughts. We'll be right back. I'm so excited to share with you tips and tricks on your ever evolving journey of self love. So, welcome back, everybody. Uh, so, this isn't about quick fixes or shortcuts, it's about the process of showing up for yourself every single day. Let's explore this ever evolving path of self love together. When we first started on this podcast journey at the beginning of 2024, I never thought we would end up here. It's been a fascinating, exciting journey for me, and I hope for you too. It's been a journey. I thought I would, it would be just a few episodes because it was always a dream of mine to have a podcast. But that was my destination. But my destination kept moving, and this became a journey. So this podcast itself has been a journey, just like that. Our self-love journey also has a starting point, and we may think we have destinations, but when we get to a destination, just when we think we've arrived, the journey continues. What is a journey? We go from one place to another place to another place with a starting point and a destination. This is your journey. You are the starting point, you are the destination, and what happens between those 2 points is your experience and your journey. Every day happens between those 2 points. Every day is your story, and you get to write your story. Now, by now we've gone through a lot. We've explored self awareness, practicing mindfulness. We talked about setting boundaries. We did deep dives into the power of forgiveness. But here's something I want you to remember as you move forward: self love isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's not something you achieve and then check off your to do list. It's an ongoing process, a daily commitment to yourself. The idea of a journey might sound cliche, but it's true. Life is static, and neither is your relationship with yourself. There will be days when you will feel on top of the world, you'll feel connected to your worth, and you'll be at peace with who you are. And then there will be days when you self doubt, it creeps in, when old patterns resurface, and when you feel miles away from self love. Both kinds of days are part of the journey, and both are okay. I talked about the podcast journey, right? That started at the beginning of 2024. What kicked that podcast off was my self love journey. At the beginning of the year, I felt lost and alone. I wasn't sure about what the future held. I didn't know what my future was going to be. There were no plans for the future. So, and I'm someone that I need to feel something, that I'm working towards something. I couldn't feel that. What I did feel was a sense of loneliness. So I set off on this journey of self love. And like I said, I always wanted to have a podcast. At first, I thought just a few episodes, but look where we are, 31 episodes later. The key to keep moving forward is to keep showing up for yourself, even when the path is difficult. It's about embracing the highs, the lows, the triumphs, the setbacks, with understanding that every step you take is part of your growth. You want to celebrate your progress on the way. So take a moment to look back on how far you've come. You put in the work, you've faced difficult truths, you've made brave decisions, you prioritize yourself. That's no small feat, and it deserves to be celebrated. Too often, we're quick to dismiss our progress, focusing instead on how far we still have to go. But acknowledging your growth is an important part of the self love journey. Reflect on the changes you've made, the insights you've gained, the ways in which you've grown. Maybe you've become more mindful of your thoughts, or perhaps you've set boundaries that honor your needs. Maybe you've started forgiving yourself for past mistakes, or you made a commitment to speak to yourself with more kindness. Whatever progress you've made, no matter how small, it is worth celebrating. Give yourself credit for all the work that you've done. Self love isn't easy, it takes courage, persistence, and a willingness to face the parts of yourself that you might have tried to avoid. The fact that you're here, you're reading this, and committed to this journey is a testament to your strengths. Strength. When you're talking about celebratory moments, 2 weeks ago, I was in Cyprus, so I treated myself to a writing retreat in Cyprus. Do you know why? Because from this podcast, I decided to put it down on paper and write about the podcast or what was coming out of it. So I attended this amazing writing retreat with Mediterranean sunsets, Mediterranean food, and wonderful people in a beautiful villa away from home. I celebrated me. I took the time to celebrate me. What are you doing? And you don't have to go away, far away. Do something small for yourself, right? We will have setbacks. We celebrate the progress, but we're going to have setbacks on this journey. Being able to navigate those setbacks with grace is what we want to do. So, let's be real. Setbacks are inevitable. It's going to happen. No matter how dedicated you are to your self love journey, there will be times when you will slip back into old habits. Trust me, I know I've done it. When self doubt rears its head, when life throws you a curveball and knocks you off the course, the important thing is not to let these setbacks define you or derail your progress. When you encounter a setback, approach it with grace and compassion. That's what self love is. Remember that setbacks are not failures, they're part of this process. This is your ever evolving path of self love. They're opportunities. These setbacks are opportunities to learn, to reflect, and to recommit to yourself. Instead of beating yourself up about when things don't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow? How can I show myself kindness and understanding during this time? By shifting your perspective, you can turn setbacks into stepping stones on your journey. However, you want to be intentional. You want to love yourself enough to make choices for you. Choose you every day. Choose you every day. Let me say, I'm not gonna say it's been all rosy for me. Even though I've been on this journey and I've been talking and sharing my wisdom here, it's been a tough journey for me as well. But it has been exhilarating. Why? Because I've coming to know who I am and what impact I can have. What's the legacy I want to leave? Something amazing happened. I'm working on self love and I'm talking about self love. I'm reflecting on self love, preparing for all these podcasts about what I'm going to share. And so this weekend, I went to meet my son in the city. And so I Ubered in. When the Uber driver came to pick me up, I he was across the road. I crossed the road and he said, "Are you Chloe?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "You are full of light." And I said, "Oh, thank you." I went into the car. He said, "You have an aura of light." I said, "Thank you." He said, "Has anybody told you that?" I said, "Yes, people have told me that," which is true. So I go and I meet my son. I get to the restaurant, and the person that sees me says, "Oh, you're so full of love." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And I'm like, "Okay, that's the second time in a few minutes." And then, after we ate, we both walked in Union Square to the holiday market. We hung out there. We had some hot chocolate, and it was time for me to come back home. So got an Uber again. He's waiting. My son's waiting with me while the Uber comes. There's these two old ladies with walking stick, all well dressed. And so the one lady stops, turns towards me, looks at me, and she said, "You're full of love." And now both of us are looking at each other like, what's going on? And I thought to myself, I'm spending so much of time thinking about self love that I'm emulating that. I'm starting to emulate that. It's what you start experiencing, what you focus and where your attention is, where your thoughts are. That's how you start experiencing life. Where your thoughts are is where life happens. So don't give up. The road to self love is not always smooth, but it's worth traveling. Every time you pick yourself up after a setback, you're building resilience and you're strengthening your commitment to yourself. Find joy in the present moment. One of the most powerful things you can do on your self-love journey is to find joy in those in the everyday moments. It's so easy to get caught up in the pursuit of future goals, thinking that's going to make you happy, it's going to fulfill you when if you achieve this or you've achieved that. We always say, "Oh, when this happens or when that happens, then I'll do that." Oh, when this, instead of being able to find joy like right now. The truth is, joy is available to you right now, right where you are. Take time to appreciate the small moments. The warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of your favorite song, the feeling of your feet on the ground as you walk. These are wonderful moments. These moments of presence is where your life is really happening. And this is where self love can truly flourish. It's enjoying those little moments. When you're fully present, you're not worrying about the past or the present. You're simply being. You're in the state of being. So if you think about the future here and the past here, you are here. You are in the present. What's going on right now? If this moment, once this moment is over, guess what? It's never coming back again. So, what do you want to do with this moment right now? Appreciate who you are in this moment without the need for anything to be different. Practicing mindfulness and gratitude can really help you cultivate the sense of joy. Start by noticing the little things that bring you happiness throughout the day. Acknowledge them, savor them, let them fill you up. This practice of finding joy in the present moment it transforms your relationship with yourself and with life. Something I've truly learned is how to laugh at myself. And whenever I make a mistake or whenever I say something that is off, and I laugh at myself. If I slip, if I, whatever that is, and any embarrassing moment is a joke on me and I laugh at it. I remember when I first started, when I decided I'm going to start going on dates to just to see whether I want to be in a relationship or not. And I met someone for the first time. We'd been talking on the phone and we met at the mall. When I saw him, he had this a bunch of red roses, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is embarrassing. I don't know who this person is." And so anyway, I had to take it. Now we're walking in the mall and I have this big bunch of red roses. um, And so I'm holding it with the one hand, and so he comes on the other side where, where I was not holding the roses, and then he holds my hand, and I burst out laughing. I'm going to be honest, I couldn't help myself. It was funny. And so I said to him, I said, can you please not hold my hand? Really don't know you. And so when I got home that evening, I told my son about what had happened, and I was in stitches. I learned how to laugh. I learned how to laugh. Learn how to laugh. We all have one life to live. Learn how to laugh. As you reach the end of this journey, remember that it is just the beginning. Every point, every moment is the beginning of the rest of your journey. Every moment is a starting point for the rest of your journey. These tools and insights and practices, it's not meant for you to just kind of shelve it and just say, okay, that was good, that was nice, and let me keep living. Then what's the point? Self-love is not a one-time project. It's a lifelong commitment. It's about showing up for yourself every day when it's hard, and even when it feels like it's the last thing you want to do. Make a choice that honors your worth. Set boundaries that protect your peace, and forgive yourself when you fall short. It's about recognizing that you are deserving of love, not because of anything you've done or achieved, but simply because you exist. You are enough, exactly as you are in this moment. So, as you continue your journey, remember to be patient with yourself. Celebrate your progress. Find joy in the present moments. Keep moving forward. Keep growing. And keep loving yourself. You are worth it every step of the way. Remember, this journey is yours. No one else's path will look exactly like yours. And that's what's beautiful. Your story is unique. And your journey to self love is unique. You get to write it. You get to tell your story. You, the author of your story. Embrace your individuality, your quirks, your strengths, your flaws. Embrace the fact that your journey is going to have twists and turns. It's going to have ups and downs. There's going to be moments of clarity, and there'll be moments of confusion. All of it is part of your story, and it is valuable. So, as you continue to write your story, know that you are the author. You have the power to choose how you respond to challenges, how you treat yourself, and how you live your life. In choosing love, especially self love, you're creating a story that is authentic, meaningful, and true to you. So, go ahead, embrace the journey, embrace yourself, and know that wherever your path leads, you are worthy of love every step of the way. It's an ongoing journey. Celebrate progress, navigate those setbacks with grace, find joy in the present moments, treat yourself with patience and compassion. So you are evolving, and your story is evolving, and you are getting to write the story. Next week is our final episode in the series, Tips and Tools to Hack Your Thoughts. And here's what it's called: a self love story. I have something very exciting to share with you, so be sure to catch the next episode. I'm excited you've taken this journey with me. It's such a honor to walk alongside you, to share these thoughts, the wisdom, to explore what it means to truly love yourself. And my hope is that, as you go on your journey, you embrace a renewed sense of self worth, of self compassion, and self love. Remember, this is your journey, and you decide how it unfolds. Only you get to decide that. Trust yourself, be patient with yourself, and most importantly, love yourself every step on your journey to self love. Who you're becoming is greater than who you were yesterday. Until next time, take care.